Welcome to Tanu Science. In this video, we'll learn the answers in the part of physics, question number 121 to 133 in the competitive exam of NTSC, the part of SAT year 2017. Question number 121. The total distance covered by a car is 200 meters. So this is total distance covered by a car is 200 meter. That means car came from point A to B. So the total distance between the two position is 200 meter. So this is distance covered by a car. It covers first half of the distance at a speed of 40 km r per minus 1. So first half of the distance, so total distance 200. The first half of distance means that is 100 meter. So in this 100 meter, the speed of car is V1 is equal to 40 kilometer r power minus 1. And the second half of distance at speed in the second half. So in this 100 meter distance, in the second half distance, the car speed is V2. That is, you can take as V. If its average speed is 48 km r per minus 1. So average speed they given VAV, that is average speed 48 km r per minus 1. Then what is the speed V in the second half of the distance? Average speed formula VAV is equal to V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Average speed they given 48 is equal to V1, that is first half of the distance, the car speed is 40, into V2, in the second half of the distance, the car speed is V, divided by V1 value 40 plus V2 value, we know that is V. Now I have to modify. So 48, you can cancel two tables, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, then 4 tables, 10 4s are 40, here 6 4s are 24, again 2 tables, 3 2s are 6, 5 2s are 10, then 3, this 40 plus V will go to numerator is equal to 5V, 3 into 40, 120 plus 3V is equal to 5V. Now this 3V can take that side, 120 is equal 5V minus 3V. 120 is equal 5V minus 3V is 2V, then 120 by 2 is equal to, if we cancel we get 60. So V is equal to 60 meter second power minus kilometer hour per minus 1, because in answer the mention in kilometer hour per minus 1. Then we have substituted this speed everything in kilometer hour per minus 1. So 60 kilometer hour per minus 1. So according to this, answer is second option, 60 km hour per minus 1. So in the second half distance, the speed of car is 60 km hour per minus 1. 122. A block of wood, when floated in water, 4/5 of its volume is submerged. This is block of wood floated in water, 4/5 of the volume is submerged. When it is floated in a liquid, it just floats. The density of the liquid is. So you have to find the density of liquid. The given two set of concepts in the first step. So in the first step, we are going to find the density of the block. So this block of wood is floating. So definitely its density would be lesser than the density of water. We know the density of water is 1000 kg meter power minus 3. So the block of wood is floating. So definitely it would be lighter than the water. We know that when object floating on the water surface, buoyant force is equal to weight of the body. So buoyant force is exerted by the fluid on the wooden block. Then weight acting in the downward direction. So weight of the block of wood, it is acting in the downward direction. Then buoyant force acting in the upward direction, that is FB. So W is equal to FB. So when object floating on the water surface, the condition weight is equal to buoyant force. So weight formula, we know that V rho G. This is for block. So rho B is the density of block of wood. G is the acceleration due to gravity. That is the formula mg for mass formula volume into density of block of wood. Then G is acceleration due to gravity. Then FB buoyant force mg formula. So M formula here 4/5 of the wood is floating. So 4/5 of the wood is submerged. So submerged means that amount of water will be volume. So that is 4/5 V, that is a volume. Here V, here 4/5 V. Then density of a block of wood, a density of water. Then G is action due to gravity. Now we can cancel this G and G. Then this V it will cancel. Now rho B is equal to, that is density of block of wood is 4/5 rho W. Rho W is nothing but density of water. So density of water is a constant value. We know that 1000 kg meter power minus 3. So if we cancel 2 5s are 10, then 200. So rho B is equal, that is density of block of wood is 4 2s are 8. So 800 kilogram meter power minus 3. So this is density of block of wood. Next concept, when the it means when block of wood is floated in a liquid, in some other liquid just floats, the density of the liquid is. So we have to find the density of liquid. So when block float in liquid, again same formula, weight is equal to buoyant force. Now weight of the block of wood V rho B G is equal to, this is buoyant force V rho, that is in liquid, G, the buoyant force exerted by liquid. This V going to be cancelled, then G going to be cancelled. Now rho B is equal to rho liquid. So the density of block of wood is equal to density of liquid. So density of block of wood, already you know that 800 kilogram meter power minus 3. This is density of liquid. According to this, the given options, correct one is first one, 800 kg meter power minus 3. Question number 123. If a body loses half of its velocity on penetrating 3 cm in a wooden block. Let us consider this is a wooden block. In this wooden block, body penetrates about 3 cm. So body means, let us consider bullet like that. So body penetrates up to this distance. So this distance is 3 cm. So body is penetrated up to 3 cm in a wooden block. So its velocity reduced by half. So at this point, velocity reduced by half, v by 2. Here initially velocity would be v, but here velocity is reduced by v by 2. So there will be the acceleration. After that, here velocity v, then after traveling the 3 cm, velocity reduced by 2, then this body comes to rest. Then how much will it penetrate more before coming to rest? So velocity gradually decreases. So initially velocity on the v இருந்தது 3 cm travel பண்ணிட்டு பிறகு இது velocity வந்து v by 2 மாறிடுச்சு. இன்னும் velocity வந்து ரெடியூஸ் ஆகும், அது ரெடியூஸ் ஆகிட்டு 0 ஆகிடும். அப்போ velocity வந்து 0ன்னு ஆக சொல்ல அது எவ்வளோ டிஸ்டன்ஸ் வந்து ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ திஸ் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் we have to find out. Right. Now we know that formula, one of the equations of motion. From that equation of motion we can write the acceleration formula. A is equal v square minus u square by 2s. So we are going to find the acceleration of the body because velocity varies. So A is equal to, here final velocity is v by 2 because we are going to calculate between A and B, acceleration between A and B. This is final velocity v by 2. Here initial velocity is v. So v square is v by 2 whole square minus u. Here initial velocity is v. 2 s, how much distance traveled? 3 centimeter. We can write as 3 itself. At last you can change it. Then A is equal to, this is v square. So v square by 4 minus v square by 6. A is equal to, you can do the V square, you can take out V square, then 1 by 4 minus 1, 1 by 4 minus 1 divided by 6, then A is equal to V square cross product 1 minus 4 by 4 divided by 6. So A is equal to 1 minus 4, that is minus 3V square by 6 fours are 24. If we cancel, we will get 8. So A is equal minus V square by 8. Here why negative sign? This is deceleration or retardation. Velocity decreases. If the velocity decreases, that is negative acceleration, because its first velocity is V. After traveling 3 centimeters, velocity V by 2. So velocity decreases, that is called retardation. So that in acceleration we got the negative sign, that is negative acceleration. Now we are going to call the distance between B and C. So again we are going to use the same formula by modification. 2as is equal to V square minus U square. The 2s came here. We know that is one of the equations of motion. X, BC distance only we are going to take as x. Here initial velocity, இங்கே வந்து initial velocity இப்போ இந்த final velocity இருந்தது இப்போ initial velocity மாறிடும், இது u மாறிடும். இப்போ இங்கே final velocity ஆகிடும் 0 ஆகிடும். அப்போது ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஸ்டெப்புக்கு வந்து இது இனிஷியல் வெலாசிட்டி, இது ஃபைனல் வெலாசிட்டி. இந்த செகண்ட் ஸ்டெப் திஸ் வில் பி த இனிஷியல் வெலாசிட்டி. முன்னாடி இது ஃபைனலாக இருந்தது, இப்போ இனிஷியல் வெலாசிட்டி இருக்குது. இப்போ ஃபைனல் வெலாசிட்டி ஆகுதுன்னா 0 ஆகுது. இப்போது என்ன பண்ணலான்னு சொன்னால் we can substitute in this formula 2. Acceleration is constant, no change. Minus v square by 8. Yes, this distance, that is x. You can take as s, x, v square. Here final velocity is 0 minus u square. So u is initial velocity is v by 2 whole square. If we cancel this, 4 2s are 8. Minus v square by 4x is equal to minus v square by 4. Minus minus cancel, then 4 4 cancel, then v square going to be cancel, then x is equal to 1. We substituted s value. First the distance traveled by the body is 3 centimeter. We substituted simply 3. 3 means 3 centimeter. Here we got 1. So 1 means 1 centimeter. So that object it will penetrate more before it come to rest. About the distance is 1 centimeter. So that x is equal to 1 centimeter. According to this, the given option is second one is the right answer, 1 centimeter. Question number 124. An object is dropped from a height of 10 meter from the ground level. So this is 10 meter from the ground level, object is dropped. If the energy of the object reduces by 40% after striking the ground. So after striking the ground, the energy of the object reduces by 40% after striking the ground, then the height through which the object will bounce back. So if the energy reduced by 40%, with the help of 60%, how much height it will bounce back. So ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் வந்து 10 மீட்டர் ஹைட்லேருந்து ட்ராப் பண்ணுறாங்க, கிரவுண்ட் லெவலில் வந்து ரீச் ஆக சொல்ல ஸ்ட்ரைக் ஆக சொல்ல இந்த இடத்துல 40% எனர்ஜி வந்து ரெடியூஸ் ஆகிடுது, லாஸ் ஆகிடுது. அப்போ ரிமைனிங் 60% இருக்குது. அந்த 60% எனர்ஜியை வச்சுக்கிங்க எவ்வளோ ஹைட் வந்து பவுன்ஸ் ஆகும் அப்படின்னு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஹெச் வேல்யூ வி ஹவ் டு, த பவுன்சிங் ஹைட் வி ஹவ் டு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட். இனிஷியலி அட் திஸ் பாயிண்ட் த பொட்டன்ஷியல் எனர்ஜி PE is equal to mg h1. h1 in the sense initial height. So m mass of the object not given. So mass on the தரல, அதனால m we can take. G action due to gravity. If did not give anything in the question, you can take as 10. Then h1 height is, you can take as 10 meter. This is 10. So potential energy is equal to 100. This is not a meter, this mass 100 mass joule potential energy. So initial potential energy. On striking the ground level, the ball loses 40% of initial energy. So 40% of initial energy means 40% per cent of means multiplication initial energy. So initial energy is 100 millijoule. Now this 100 going to be cancelled. Now 40 mass joule. So this m is not milli, this m is mass, 40 mass joule. The energy left on striking the ground is, total energy is 100, that 40% is 40 mass joule, then 60 mass joule. The remaining energy for the striking body is 60 millijoule. With the help of this energy, the object or ball going to bounce back. So how much height that is going to bounce, we have to find out. Here 60 mass joule, we know that formula, P is equal to mg h2. So first we chosen as h1. Now we can take h2. This is bouncing height. h2 is the bouncing height after striking the ground. So potential energy here 60 mass is equal to mass g, action due to gravity is 10. Then here h2. h2 is the bouncing height. Here mass going to be cancelled. Now 60 by 10 is equal, this 10 came here, h2, 0 going to be cancelled. Now h2 is equal to 6 meter. So that object will bounce back about 6 meter from the ground. So according to this, correct option is third one. Question number 125. A parachutist jumps from an aeroplane moving with a velocity of u. So aeroplane moving with velocity u, parachute jumping from the aeroplane. So parachute person jumping from the aeroplane, and parachute opens and acts downwards with an acceleration of 2 ms per minus 2. So acceleration of the parachute is 2 ms power minus 2 if he reaches the ground with a velocity of 4 meter second power minus 1. So he reaches the ground with a velocity v is equal to 4 ms power minus 1. This is ground. How far did the parachutist remain in the air? So how far did the parachute remain in the air? காற்றுல எவ்வளோ தூரம் ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருப்பார் பேராஷூட்டிஸ்ட்னு சொல்லணும், கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஏரோப்ளேன் வந்து யூ வெலாசிட்டியில் மூவ் ஆகின்னு இருக்குது. இதுலேருந்து பேராஷூட் வந்து ஜம்ப் ஆகிறாரு. ஜம்ப் ஆகிட்டு குதிக்க சொல்ல அவரோட ஆக்சலேஷன் எவ்வளோன்னு சொன்னால் 2 ms per minus 2. அவர் கிரவுண்டுக்கு வந்து ரீச் ஆக சொல்ல அவரோட வெலாசிட்டி எவ்வளோன்னா 4 ms power minus 1. அப்போது எவ்வளோ நேரம் வந்து அவர் எவ்வளோ தூரம் வந்து அவர் ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருப்பார் ஏரில் அப்படின்றத ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணணும். We can use that formula, equations of motion. Now we know that v square minus u square equal to 2as. We should think about the given data. A is there, v, initial velocity is 0 because he is going to jump. So before he was rest. So u is equal to 0, v 4 a. Then we have to find the distance. How far? How far means distance we have to find out. That is s. So based on this is the right formula. V square, that's the final velocity is 4 whole square minus u, initial velocity is 0 equal to a, to acceleration of the parachute is 2, then s, 4 square 16 is equal to 2 sir 4 into s, 16 by 4 equal to s, then if we cancel we get 4. So s is equal to 4 meter. So the parachute is travel in the air is 4 meter. According to this, fourth one is the right answer, 4 meter. Question number 126. The distance between two successive nodes or antinodes in a stationary wave. This is the waveform for stationary. This is node, this will be antinode, this is node, this is antinode. They are asking the distance between two successive அடுத்தடுத்து நோட்ஸ். அதாவது நோட்னா கண்ணுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, ஆன்டிநோட்ஸ்னால் எதிர்கண்ணுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அதாவது இரு அடுத்தடுத்த நோட்ஸுக்கோ இல்லை இரு அடுத்தடுத்த ஆன்டிநோட்ஸ் கிடைப்பட்ட டிஸ்டன்ஸ். இப்போ இது ஃபுல்லாக ஒரு வேவ். ஸோ இந்த ஒரு வேவ் ஃபுல்லாக என்ன சொல்லணும், லேம்டா அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். ஃபார் திஸ் ஃபுல் வேவ் இஸ் லேம்டா. இப்போ இதில் பாதி வேவ்னா இல்லைன்னு சொன்னால் லேம்டா பை 2. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் டிஸ்டன்ஸ் பிட்வீன் த டூ நோட்ஸ். இல்லை டிஸ்டன்ஸ் டூ ஆன்டிநோட்ஸ் வேணுனாலையும் அதுவும் lambda by 2 தான். ஸோ ரைட் ஆன்சர் இஸ் செகண்ட் ஆப்ஷன், lambda by 2. Question number 127. Decibel is a unit of dash of sound. Decibel is a loudness of sound. So option 1 is the right answer. Question number 128. Two liquids at temperatures 20 degrees Celsius and 60 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius you can take as cold body, 60 degrees Celsius you can take as hot body, respectively of mass in the ratio 4:3. 4:3 and their specific capacities in the ratio 5:4. If the two liquids are mixed, that means cold body and hot body mixed together, the resultant temperature is. So usually what will you do? If they give two temperature, the average means you will add together and divided by 2. So we should not do like that. We have to use the law of heat. So according to law of heat, heat loss is equal to heat gain. So heat loss is equal to heat gain. So heat loss by hot body, heat gain by cold body. So heat loss by hot body is, you can take M2 S2 del T. Heat gain by cold body, you can take M1 S1 del T. So cold body only going to gain the heat. Because why 1 for heat gain by cold body means first they mentioned cold body. So that 1 for cold body, 2 for hot body. This is M1, M2 mass ratio. Next specific capacity ratio, this is S1, S2. Now we can substitute the values. M2 is 3, S2 is 4. Here del T means high temperature 60 degrees, hot body temperature 60 degrees Celsius. It is going to lose its temperature because this is a hot body. So this hot body is going to reduce its temperature. So this will be greater. The average velocity, average temperature will be minimum. The resultant. So that T, 60 minus T. Next M1 value is 4. S1 is 5. Now del T here also change in temperature. 20 degrees Celsius. It is going to gain the heat, so its temperature going to be increases. So the resultant temperature will be greater than 20. So the resultant temperature will be positive than minus 20 degree Celsius. 3 4s are 12 into 60 minus T. 4 5s are 20 into T minus 20. Can cancel 4 tables. 3 4s are 12. 5 4s are 20. 180 minus 3t is equal to 5t minus 100. Now 180 minus 100 came in means plus 100 is equal to 5t minus 3t is 80. Now 280 is equal to 80. Now 280 by 8 is equal to t. Can cancel the 8 tables. 3 8s are 24. 4 balance 4 40. So 5 8s are 40. Now T is equal to 35 degrees Celsius. This is the resultant temperature when the two liquid mixed together. One is a hot liquid, another one is a cold liquid. By mixing together, the resultant temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. According to this, option 2 is the right answer. Question number 129. A machine gun fires bullet each of mass 25 gram at the rate of 600 bullets per minute. So 600 bullets per minute. N 600 bullets per minute. This is N by T with a speed of 200 meter second power minus 1. The speed is 200 meter second power minus 1. The force required to keep the gun in position. So from the gun per minute 600 bullets are coming out. Each bullet mass is 25 gram coming with velocity 200 ms power minus 1. That gun should be in the position. So கன்ல இருந்து புல்லட் ஸ்பீடாக வெளியே வந்து நேருக்கு சொல்ல அந்த கன் வந்து பின்னாடி போகும். அக்கார்டிங் டு நியூட்டன்ஸ் தேர்ட் லா ஆஃப் மோஷன் பிரகாரம் அது பின்னாடி போகும். ஆனால் அந்த கன் வந்து பொசிஷன்லேயே இருக்கணும்னு சொன்னால், அதாவது ஒரு வீரர்கிட்டே இருக்கணும், ஒரு ராணுவ வீரர்கிட்டே இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், அது கையிலே இருக்கணும்னு சொன்னால் எவ்வளோ ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்து அதை வச்சுன்னு இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்து என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், ஃபோர்ஸ் ஃபார்முலா ரேட் ஆஃப் சேஞ்ச் ஆஃப் momentum is nothing but force. So change in the momentum என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா n mu by t is rate of change of momentum. Actually இங்கே ஒரு மொமெண்டம் தான் வரும். F is equal சேஞ்ச் இன் மொமெண்டம் தான் இங்கே mu. இன்னொரு வெலாசிட்டி வந்து 0 ஆகிடும் ஃபைனல் வெலாசிட்டி. அதனால் இது மட்டும் தான் வரும். n வந்து எவ்வளோ புல்லட்னா 600 புல்லட். மாஸ் எவ்வளோனா 25 கிராம். அந்த கிராம் வந்து என்ன மாற்றலான்னு சொன்னால் நம்ம கிலோகிராம் மாற்றலாம். 10⁻³ கிலோகிராம் மாறிடும். ஸோ 25 × 10⁻³ kg. U, the velocity of the bullet is 200 divided by t, time 1 minute. So that is 1 minute is equal 60 second. F is equal to, if we cancel 10, then this 10 into 25 into 10⁻³ into this 2 you can write as 2 into 10 square. 10 square, this 10⁻⁻1 is 10 cube. 10 cube into 10⁻⁻³ is going to be cancelled. Now F is equal 25 2s are 50 Newton. So we have to provide 50 Newton force to the gun. Then only gun will be in the same position. According to this option, fourth one is the right answer, 50 Newton. Number 130, a hammer weighing 2.5 kg. So mass is equal to 2.5 kg, moving with a speed 1 ms/-1. So moving with the speed, that is 1 ms/-1. You can take as u, initial velocity, strike the head of the nail, driving it 10 cm. So ஆணி மேலே அந்த ஹேமர் சுற்றி அடிக்க சொல்ல அந்த ஆணி வந்து 10 cm மூவ் ஆகுது. ஸோ 10 cm மூவ் ஆகுதா இங்கே டிஸ்டன்ஸ் எஸ். The acceleration during the impact and the impulse imparted to the wall are respectively. So we have to find the acceleration and the impulse. So high. So impulse nothing but change in momentum. So two things we have to find out. Now we can use one of the equation of motion here, u s a, that is related to v square minus u square equal to 2a s. Now v, that nail going to be the rest. So final velocity going to be 0. So v will be 0. Initial velocity is 1. So u square means final, v square means final velocity is 0. So 0 square minus u value is 1. 1 square is equal to 2. A, we are going to find out acceleration. S, distance moved 10 centimeter. 10 here centimeter convert into meter, 10⁻⁻². 10 centimeter means 10⁻⁻² m. Minus 1 square is 1 equal to 2 into a, that is 20 into 10⁻⁻². Then 10⁻⁻² came here means here a is there. 10⁻⁻² came here means 10 square. Here minus there. This 20 will come to denominator equal to a. 20 square 100 by 20 is equal to a. Here minus there. If we cancel, I'll get 5. So a is equal -5 meter by second square. This is acceleration. So we found the value for acceleration. Next we can find out for impulse. So impulse is nothing but change in momentum, m v minus u. So m here mass of the hammer is 2.5. Change in momentum, change in velocity. V minus u is change in velocity. Here 0, here 1. So change in velocity is 1 into 1, then 2.5. Impulse unit is Newton second. So according to this, answer is first one, -5 ms/-2, then 2.5 Newton second. Impulse unit is second should come. Option first one is the right answer. Question number 131. Acceleration due to gravity on the surface of moon is 1.67 meter second⁻⁻². This acceleration due to gravity on the surface of moon 1.67 ms/-2. If the mass of earth is 80 times that of moon, so mass of earth is 80 times that of moon, the ratio of radii of earth and moon is, so ratio of radii of earth and moon. We know that formula for acceleration due to gravity, g is equal gm by r square. Now you can write for earth, this is e. G is a constant. Next for moon, gm is equal gmm by Rm square. This is for moon. So first one for earth, then this is for moon. They are asking the ratio of the radii of the earth and moon. So we can find the Re formula. So Re square came here, then G will go to denominator. So Gme by Ge. If we take the square root, Re is equal root of Gme by Ge. In the same manner for moon, Rm square is equal to Gm will come to denominator, Gmm by Gm. Then if we take the square root, Rm is equal to Gmm by Gm root. Now we can find the ratio Re by Rm. Re by Rm is equal to root of Gme by Ge. E should be small. This is mass of the earth. Divided root of Gm by Gm. Now root of Gme by Ge, if we do the multiplication, this will be reciprocal. Gm by Gm. This G going to be cancelled. Then mass of earth, Me. Mass of earth is 80 times greater than the mass of the moon. So Me value is 80 mm in given question. By Ge, action due to gravity in questions are given 10 into, here there is a root. Gm value is 1.67. Action due to gravity on the surface of moon is 1.67. Then this is mm. So this mm going to be cancelled. 0 going to be cancelled. Is equal to root of, if you multiply this 1.67, we'll get 8 into 1.67 will get 13.36. If you take the square root, you'll get 3.6. That is Re by Rm, 3.65. So according to this, the correct answer is option first one, 3.65. Number 132. In the circuit shown in the figure, the current through the arm CDE is. So current, how much current passing through this CDE? This is battery. From the battery or cell, current is I. This current will be split up into two parts. Here I1, here I2. So this I2 current passing through this CDE. We know that formula I is equal to V by R. So V by R means here parallel circuit. Parallel circuit current is varied. Here I1 current, here I2 current. So I2 is equal V by R. R means here two resistors are there. These two resistors connected in series. So RS is equal to, if we take R1, if we take R2, R1 plus R2 is equal 6 plus 4. So 6 plus 4 is 10 ohm. That is RS value. I2 is equal by 10, but V value not given in question paper itself. So answer for this one incomplete. So incomplete na not sufficient, data is not sufficient, போதுமான தகவல் வந்து தரல. அதனால் வந்து இதுக்கு ஆன்சர் வந்து நம்ம எதுன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. இன்கேஸ் ஒருவேளை இதை நம்ம 5ன்னு எடுத்துக்கணும்னா, 5 வோல்ட்னு எடுத்துக்கணும்னா, ஆக்சுவலாக இதுக்கு வோல்டேஜ் வந்து கொடுக்கல, நாமளாக ஓனாக எடுத்துன்னு இருக்கிறேன். 5 வோல்ட் அப்படின்னு ஆன்சர் சொன்னால், 5 வோல்ட் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் இந்த வீக் வந்து 5 சப்ஸ்டிட் பண்ணோம்னா I2 வேல்யூ 0.5 ஆம்பியர். ஸோ இஃப் த வோல்டேஜ் இஸ் 5 வோல்ட்டுன்னா பேட்டரியோட வோல்டேஜ் இல்லை செல்லோட வோல்டேஜ் 5 வோல்ட்டுன்னா மட்டும்தான் 0.5 ஆம்பியர். இது கொஷினில் தராதனால இதுக்கு வந்து ஆன்சரே கிடையாது. அதனால் நம்ம ஓனாக வந்து 5 வோல்ட் நெட்டுன்னு இருக்கிறோம். அந்த 5 வோல்ட் நெட்டுன்னு இருந்தால் அப்போ ஆன்சர் என்ன வருதுன்னா ஆப்ஷன் 4ன்னு வருது. பட் நோ ஆன்சர் ஃபார் திஸ் ஒன், திஸ் கிரேஸ் மார்க். Number 133. The potential difference between 2 points is 50 volt. This is V. The heat generated in transferring 96,000 coulomb of charge, that is Q, between them in 1 hour. So T is equal to 1 hour is. So how much heat energy transferred in the presence of potential 50 volt transferring the 96,000 coulomb. We know that heat energy formula H is equal to, here V is there, Q is there, H is equal VQ. So H is equal to V value is 50, then Q value is 96,000 coulomb. Then H is equal to 96 into 5. If you multiply it into 5 is 480. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 joule. But answer given in scientific notation 10 power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So H is equal to 4.8 into 10 power 6 joule. According to this, correct option is first one, 4.8 in 10 power 6 joule. Thank you, students.